Hi everyone, welcome to Korean Express YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to learn the conjugation of Korean adjectives in the past tense, particularly in the formal form. We already learned the conjugation of adjectives in the casual and informal form. So if you have not watched that video yet, you can go and watch it on Korean Express YouTube channel. Now we already know that the Korean verb and adjective conjugations, they are almost same. So most of the conjugation rules for verbs are also applied on adjectives. So here also, when you are conjugating adjectives in the formal form, the rule that we learned while conjugating the Korean verbs, that same rule is applied on the conjugation of Korean adjectives in the past tense in formal form. So let's revise that rule once. If you want to conjugate an adjective in the past tense in formal form, what you have to do is you need to add either asimnida or osimnida or yosimnida to the stem. Okay. Now how you are going to determine which ending you have to attach with the stem? So here's the rule. If the last vowel in a stem is either a or o, then you have to add asimnida to the stem. Okay, very simple. Now there is an exception if the last syllable in a stem is ha. Okay, then yosimnida is added to the stem. Alright, ऐसे बहुत से एडजेक्टिव्स हैं आपने नोटिस किया होगा जिनकी एंडिंग हादा से होती है. द डिक्शनरी फॉर्म इट एंड्स विथ हादा. तो जब आप उसे कॉन्जुगेट करोगे तो आप दा रिमूव करोगे तो जो स्टेम है उसका लास्ट सिलेबल क्या बचेगा? हा. इन दैट केस यू हैव टू ऐड yosimnida to the stem. Okay, and if the last vowel in a stem is anything but a or o, then you have to add osimnida to the stem. Okay, very easy rule. The same rule we followed while conjugating Korean adjectives in the past tense. तो ये आपके लिए follow करना easy है. Okay. Now let's start with the first case when the last vowel in the stem is either a or o. Then what you have to do is you have to attach asimnida to the stem. Let's see some examples. Suppose I have to conjugate the adjective 작다, which means to be small. So here the stem is 차. Let's check the last vowel, that is a. तो क्या ending attach होगी? asimnida. It will become 차가simnida. Suppose I have to say that house was small. 그 집은 작았습니다. Okay, very easy. Another example. The adjective 좋다, which means to be good. The stem is 초. Here the last vowel is o. So what will be the ending? asimnida. 좋았습니다. Suppose I have to say that doctor was good. 그 의사는 좋았습니다. Okay? Let's see another example, that is 신나다, which means to be excited. Here the stem is 신나. Now you will notice that the stem ends in a vowel. And we know that whenever the stem ends in a vowel, then the upcoming vowel, it gets merged with the vowel present in the stem. So here the stem ends in a and the upcoming vowel is also a. So it will get merged and it will become 신나simnida. Okay. Suppose I have to say the child was excited. 아이는 신나습니다. Okay. Next is the adjective 비싸다, which means to be expensive. Here the stem is 비싸. Here also the stem ends in a vowel, so the upcoming vowel will get merged in it and it will become 비싸습니다. For example, I have to say the food was expensive. 음식은 비쌌습니다. Okay, so this was very easy to understand. Now comes the second case when the last vowel in the stem is anything other than a or o. In that case, you have to attach osimnida to the stem. Let's see some examples. Suppose I have to conjugate the adjective 맛있다, which means to be delicious. Here the stem is 맛있. So check the last vowel. It is neither a nor o. So what will be the ending? Ossimnida. And it will become 맛있었습니다. Okay? For example, I have to say the food was delicious. 음식은 맛있었습니다. Alright? Next example is the adjective 드물다, which means to be rare. Here the stem is 드물. Here also the last vowel is neither a nor o. So what will be the ending? 없습니다. And it will become 드물 없습니다. For example, I have to say that bird was rare. 그 새는 드물 없습니다. Alright? Next is the adjective 느리다, which means to be slow. Here the stem is 느리. Here also you will notice that the stem ends in a vowel. So the upcoming vowel will get merged with it. Now here the vowel is E, which means that the upcoming vowel that will be attached will be A. So E and A, they will get merged and it will become Ya. 누렸습니다. Okay? Suppose I have to say this bus was slow. 이 버스는 느렸습니다. Next is the example 졸리다, which means to be sleepy. The stem is 졸리. It ends in a vowel, so the upcoming vowel will get merged with it and it will become 졸렸습니다. Suppose I have to say I was sleepy and it will be 저는 졸렸습니다. Okay? Now comes the last case, that is whenever the last syllable in the stem is ha. Then you have to attach 였습니다 to the stem. What happens is this ha and ya, they get merged and it becomes he. Now let's see some examples. Suppose I have to conjugate the adjective 행복하다, which means to be happy. Here the stem is 행복하. The last syllable is ha. So the ending that will be attached is 였습니다. Ha and ya, they will get merged into he and it will become 행복했습니다. Suppose I have to say I was happy. It will be 저는 행복했습니다. Okay? Next is the adjective 똑똑하다, which means to be smart. Here the stem is 똑똑하. Last syllable is ha. Ending will be 였습니다. Merging will happen 똑똑했습니다. Okay? Suppose you have to say that student was smart. 그 학생은 똑똑했습니다. Okay, very easy. So, today we learned the conjugation of Korean adjectives in the past tense in the formal form. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe Korean Express YouTube channel. Thank you.